Hi, this is Dr. Saguil with your yoga lesson for the day. In my classes, we go through the typical schedule or plan of a yoga class, 60 minutes. In mine, as I've told you in previous lessons, the meditation and the breath work is more important than the poses. But for the structure of the class, which is usually warm up, pinnacle pose, warm down, warm up to the next pinnacle pose, warm down if we have enough time, third pinnacle pose, and then shavasana, or cooling down to shavasana. Well, between those stages, it's nice to have a settling series of poses. That's what I call the vinyasa. So when I say go through your vinyasa, most yoga studios will go through the typical vinyasa of downward facing dog, high plank, Chaturanga, and then up dog or cobra, and then back to downward dog again, repeating the cycle. You can do that for several breaths depending on how long the instructor wants the class to rest between pinnacle poses, or you choose the child's pose or downward facing dog. For the lesson today, I'll go through the application of those 4 poses of that vinyasa, but I'll do them beside a desk. You can actually apply yoga to desk work or in the office. It would be great if you can do that. The one drawback of doing yoga is you have to have a mat and you have to go to the ground. And some of my patients have bad knees, or if you're working and you can't obviously go to the ground. So I'm going to show you how to apply this to your desk. So again, the 4 poses, I'll list them here. Downward facing dog, high plank, Chaturanga, or the transition between high plank and low plank, and then upward dog. I usually give the choice between upward dog or cobra. For this purpose, I'll do upward dog. Those 4. All right. Remember, we'll go through the series a few times, and then I'll comment on the breath work. So we'll start with downward dog. The idea would be to step back so your legs are straight up and down, and you end up so that your torso is at a 90-degree angle to your legs. And your back should be flat. This is downward dog. Move into high plank. And when you take high plank, try to get so that between the heels up to the crown is a straight line and shoulders are back. Palms are flat to the desk. And then when you're ready, lower to Chaturanga. Usually I'll hold Chaturanga at about where the elbows are at the sides and your arms are at 90 degrees. Back straight. And then when you're ready, upward dog. Shoulders back. Hips forward. Easy curve. And then when you're ready from upward dog, return to down dog. When you go from up dog to down dog, you'll feel after holding upward dog for a while, you'll feel the need to stretch your back. That's when you can really stretch out in the down dog version, reaching further than before. Hopefully lowering your chest more than you did the first time, and then moving to high plank, lowering to Chaturanga, up dog, down dog, high plank, Chaturanga, up dog, down dog, high plank, chat, up dog, down dog. Now in the process of doing the 4 poses for this vinyasa, we'll link the breath. When in down dog, it's usually expiration or exhale. Then plank, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. So we'll go through that. exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So that's my vinyasa and the application of the vinyasa for desk side practice. Again, you can do this on the mat, applying everything that we just went through, again with slow, steady breaths. The breath is more important. The breath and a pause between breaths sets the pace for the pose. If you look back to a couple of my other tutorials, I'll have suggestions for 4, 7, 8 breath work, or 4-8 breath work. It's your choice, but again, time it so that your breath is more important than the pose. And work every time to stretch even further. Make sure that your desk isn't too slippery, or else you're going to go face into the desk. So this one happens to be wood with a little bit of tackiness to it. Just make sure that that's not going to be a problem. Hands should be flat always. Try to get palms nice and flat against the floor, against the door, against the wood or the metal. And if you can't, then go to the ground with your mats. But